Hilarious. But I wanted to tell you or share this story with you guys about it's about coloring, because I feel like this is a serious issue amongst the Black community. You know, with what's going on with Trump and their decisions with coloring, mm, and immigration and mm, I think whenever racial things come up, it makes all these different things like your shades and coloring and Jim Crow and racist uh, uh, patterns and jealousies and angers and uh, fear of this one getting ahead and that one getting ahead and this and that. And look, I just want to survive like everybody else. I'm telling you, and I want you to hear me. And this is not, because no one ever wants to hear from the person who is like me, right? No one cares what you're going through. I'm a stereotype. That's basically what's happening here. You know, when the color of a Nabisco cookie or whatever it is, that people get kind of pissed off at you right now, and I don't understand, and I'm sorry. You know, at this point was my choice. Like, what do I do? I mean, like I said, it's the dead of summer. This is my tan. I'm showing my whole body. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm all one color, you guys. You know, I am who I am, right? This is who I am. And I don't want people getting angry at me because I'm this odd color. It is who I am. I am this person, and I can't stop being who I am. When I was little, I was picked on because what they used to say, I was like the color of a pig. And, you know, you make me pink and then like the little pig. You know. They would call me Butterball, Porky Pig. Little, you know, I was fat. I was a little chubby little fat girl, little yellow little fat. And my cousin used to call me Gray Meatball. I'll never forget. He has apologized to me recently, I think, but in the last 5 years, actually, on the internet. But that kind of stuff sticks with you your whole life. I mean, what does that mean, really? You're a gray meatball. That's telling you you're not black, you're not white, you're gray, and you're fat. You're a meatball, a gray meatball. So I grew up thinking I was a gray meatball. I did not grow up thinking I had any advantage whatsoever in this body of mine. Okay, I need to keep that as honest as possible, because I think sometimes people see me now as the finished product of who I am at the end of this journey at 62 years old. I ain't no spring chicken. I have traveled this journey to the age of 62. I've been through my, you know, whatever, the relationships, the marriages, the traveling, the jobs, the whole thing. I've done it all. And now I'm older and retired and just trying to find a way to survive on what little bit of money I get every month. But even that might go. So I want to find a way to survive. Just like everybody else. I'm not asking for any handouts or anything special. I'm not trying to be famous or anything that would warrant those type of comments toward me. But people will see the finished product of what they see and make a snap decision based on what they see. Right now there's a pushback about black women and blonde hair. I'm sure Spanish women with blonde hair get the same thing. So I'm a statistic with that, because I do have various colors of blonde hair. They say they just want to get attention. I do. I'm pushing this YouTube channel or Facebook or wherever you're seeing me, Instagram, TikTok. I don't know where you're seeing me. I'm sure I'm pushing myself somewhere, because at this point in time, those who do not push themselves are not going to get fed, because at this point, I mean, we're not only battling against AI images and AI itself, but everybody and their brothers on the internet trying to find a way to make extra money. Lots of people have lost their jobs. Getting a decent job is almost nearly impossible. And if you don't have some kind of skill, something marketable, then it can be very difficult. So of course I want to be seen and get some form of attention. But no, I'm not doing anything special. I am definitely not doing any kind of surgery. No injections. My wrinkles are right here to see. My aging right here for the world to see. You see me aging year after year. I've been on for 7 years. I am the same woman. I've just lost 300 and some pounds. You probably see me lose about 200 pounds right here on this channel. And that's it. I mean, that's reality check. But I don't got the money to do no kind of crazy behind surgery. I don't know what they would turn me to if I went and tried to get lighter. I guess I turn to J-Lo or something. I don't know. I'm already pale enough. I don't need anything like that. Like I'm barely, sometimes like I said, I catch myself being see-through. Like I can see, do you see you can see the blue in my hands. Can you see the blue can you see the veins? I don't need no darn bleaching. Someone like me don't need that kind of stuff, y'all. I'm already too pale. Okay? Keep it real. Keep it real. Y'all need to stop going after people who are light-skinned, because being light-skinned didn't just show up. This ain't no new thing. Not everybody light-skinned been out there bleaching. Y'all crazy. Y'all done lost y'all damn minds. Y'all seeing so much of this crazy Beyonce stuff and people doing this kind of mess. Y'all think everybody got the money to do that. I ain't got that kind of money. I got a 1-bedroom apartment in Seattle. Ain't nobody got no money like that. Who got the money to, how are they going to make me this light? What are y'all trying to insinuate? Because I got dark African features. I just happen to be pale. That's the way it came out in. Everybody with questionable heritage got something going on. This is the way my questionable heritage came out. When I was first born, my mom said, and I tell you this, the story I heard growing up. She said when I was first born, she went to go see me and couldn't find me and caused a ruckus at the hospital. I wish I'm telling a lie. I'm so embarrassed. She couldn't find her baby and started screaming. And they came in there like, calm down. You know, this is over here's your baby. And they handed her this white baby with hazel eyes. And she's like, this is my baby. She had light brown hair and hazel eyes. So that's why I said, I've always been questionable. I'm just saying. Y'all can't come to me with that. I don't know my daddy, and I was questionable at birth, okay? You cannot come to me with that. Ain't no bleaching going on here, okay? Questionable. I'm not saying my mama was loose. I'm just saying we all have different daddies. And she had 5 kids. And I never met my daddy. So y'all can say whatever you want. But my coloring has always been questionable from the beginning. I mean, I just remember seeing like these little like Easter pictures, like when you're really little. And you got all your little cousins, and then there's this like one little yellow thing. Like, what is that? With a little afro or little afro puffs. There's one little yellow thing with the afro puffs. Then, like I said, there's always a one little yellow kid in every family. There's almost every family had a, even, you go back and look at them old 50s and 60s pictures. There always been a little light-skinned kid in the family. There's always one. I bet that's, they got questionable skin tones, man. Questionable heritage. I don't know why it happens. It happens in every family. I'm that one. Like, when it comes to my dad, there's just a question mark. That's what it is. It's just a big question. I mean, even 23andMe hasn't led us to anybody. I mean, dude, I just know it's summertime, and this is the darkest I got. This is my team. And y'all just have to deal with it. Okay, that's my reality. But don't y'all stop jumping on people for being pale. That ain't no flex. I don't know why y'all be acting stupid about it. Like, all of a sudden it's like something, like your anger against people of like questionable coloring. And it's hard because, I mean, you don't think I got all this acceptance from those who are not of color. So then if my own people don't accept me, then who accepts me then? You always hear, just find your tribe. Well, who is my tribe? Because I need to find my tribe. I want my tribe to be comfortable with me. I want y'all to know I'm comfortable with everybody. I don't care what you are. I had 3 husbands. The first one was black. The second one was mixed. The third one was white. I'm equal opportunity because I don't know what I am, right? I got discrimination in my bones. None. I don't care what color you are. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. If you're not, you're not. I feel like I'd be much more beautiful if I had my nose done. I would be like more classically beautiful. Right now I'm funny looking because I got the African. I got like a little button, little fat nose. That's what I got. It's always been. It is part of me. And the rest of me looks like my grandma. So, you know. I wish more people were not as quick to jump to conclusions and say mean things about people. Because you don't know what people have been through. Like, I imagine what my life was like. I was over 500 pounds. Like, I don't know what you think when you see me, because I know I look at myself sometimes and I'm like, oh, I do look a little attractive, so that might throw people off. Y'all might confuse me with someone who actually thinks they're attractive. Like, I think I do now, but I was 500 pounds and in a wheelchair. Like, come on, my self-esteem is limited at best. Like, I'm building it, I'm growing it, I'm believing it. You know how they always say, fake it till you make it? Well, I faked being beautiful until I felt beautiful. Because at 500 pounds, where are you going to get that feeling from? You got to fake yourself into believing it. So I had to believe that I could become someone that I wanted to become. And this is the person I decided to become. This is who I am. I don't know. This is how God made me. But I've not had any kind of a surgery or injections or any. I don't have money for that kind of stuff. I don't have money for that. So I don't know what y'all think I've done, but I haven't done nothing. Nothing. Not even L'Oreal. I mean, I can't afford. I'm just barely paying for until I get my glow up, whenever that shit comes, because I've been waiting for 7 years. I ain't had that glow up yet, right? Till I can get a glow up or something. Ain't nothing like that happen. Ain't nobody can afford nothing like that. When y'all start seeing me look like Beyonce or something, my nose is all thinned out and everything. And it ain't just like, you know, some filter that I had to do or some contour or whatever. Until that day, no. A girlfriend did nothing. Ain't no kind of nothing happening. Like, and even the proactive is like a yearly gift from my daughter. Even that. Like, struggle. Senior citizens struggle to survive. We ain't got money for that kind of stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that at this age. I'm just saying, I'm too old for that. If I was going to do something like that, I would have did that 25 years ago when I was young. Time for that, no 62. Are you crazy? They would use my money up for nothing like that. I'm just saying. I'd get a new bedroom set. Move into a better apartment. I mean, I'm thinking like an old woman, but I'm just saying that's what I would do with money. I ain't got time for. When you're 62, why would you? I ain't invest no money in my face and all that at this time, because it's at this point I'm already at an age where if it's gonna fall, it's gonna fall. At this point, 60 something years old. I mean, how much you got? One last hurrah. They ever said save the facelift or whatever until it's really bad. Like 70 or 65 or whatever, I might be getting to that point, where you get to the age where you're like, okay, if I want to go outside my house, I need to do something to the face. And if you got the money to do it. But if you don't, why would you spend your last money on? No. Y'all better accept me exactly where I am. And that better be good enough. Because everybody else is, it's good enough for everybody else wants to be accepted for who they are. Why wouldn't I want to be accepted for who I am? This is the way God made me. This is not a choice. Some things are not our choice. Unless you got money, you can't make those kind of choices. Like what gender you want takes money. And medical. What color you are takes money. And some kind of medical. What size you are takes money. And probably some kind of medical. I mean, these are not easy changes, man. Because some of these things, it's the way God made us. It's the way the universe made us. It's the way we're supposed to be. And so if we change it, we're changing something really big. I feel like the weight loss, losing 370 pounds was really big. That's Pluto in the first house. Going from fat, like super, super obese fat, to what some people are now saying, you're too thin. Like, I've had a few, and I'm like, wow, I'm getting to that point where people are thinking I'm looking thin. Wow. It's a new experience. That's a whole new experience for me, you guys. I've never had that. I've never had anyone tell me that I look thin or anything like that. Like, it's like, what? Like, I got into I'm wearing a size 36 bra, and this size like 11 skirts and medium shirts and stuff. And it feels like, what? It's wild. It's a wild experience. But that's it. I mean, that's probably the most I've done is weight loss. But stuff like that, no, I don't have that kind of money to do those kind of things. And I wouldn't take any kind of risk with my face anyway, because I'm on the internet. I've been online for 7 years. I haven't taken any kind of chance or risk like that with my face for at least 7 years. Why would I do that? I come on YouTube all the time and Facebook and TikTok. You take a risk, that's a risk. Have you seen some of the, like the flops, like the people who go under the knife and it doesn't work out? Like, they're monstrous. Like, it's one bad procedure can ruin everything. I'm just saying. I don't have the courage to do that. Yeah, I would have to have a lot of money, and then they would have to talk me into it. And it would have to be someone that I know did other people, like whoever the Kardashians and Beyonce and them go do. Obviously they got somebody on the inside tip that does miracles, because all those girls are beautiful, but they all look like they have the same surgeon. So whoever that is that makes them all look the same, yeah, that guy, or whatever. I have not gotten to a point in my career where I can do any of those things. Wow, I still don't even have my tooth done. I had a tooth pulled out 3 years ago. And now when I used to be embarrassed to smile, but now I just smile and show that I got a hole in my tooth. I don't care that I got, I'll smile at everything. Because until I can afford to get new, implants or whatever, what am I supposed to do? I have to deal with the cards I was given at. This is the cards I was dealt with. Now, you might have different cards and you can afford crazy stuff like that. And you know how to do all that, but I don't. And I don't got time for that anyway. I'm too busy trying to help people with these readings. And with that, I'm going to go because I got readings to do for some signs that I have not done yet. And I just running at the mouth. I don't know why I'm so talkative tonight. I feel like I've got so much I had to say. So much I have to say. Anyway, I hope someone out there can relate to me because I don't know if people even realize that, we have so many different colors of the rainbow in the Black community. And having light brights or light-skinned people or pale people or whatever, because every generation has a different name for the light-skinned folks that pop out. But as far as I know, we've always had light-skinned people that pop out in the Black community. And, we can't just turn against every person that is light-skinned. I think maybe before it was rare. So there was maybe some extra attention, especially back in like the 30s and 40s and 20s and 50s and whatever. But now, since there's been so much mixing and so many people with questionable heritage, there's a lot of us who are other colored, this in between color. And, but it doesn't make us any less Black because what we go through as other colored is just as poignant and just as painful and just as racist, sadly. I've had horrible experiences, believe me. There has been no special privilege being translucent or gray or in between or whatever you want to call me. Or some people are like, bleached, you look bleached. Okay, whatever. I've never bleached in my life. But whatever this paleness is, that seems to offend people. And it's weird. I don't want to offend anyone just because I'm alive. But I've always been pale in a way that's weird. That, a little pink. Just a little bit pink. just a wee bit pink. And like my biggest memories is being called you're the color of pig because pigs are pink and they would say I was like a pig. It's a horrible memory. Or one of my cousins who is darker who used to pinch my nose on purpose and make me cry because I would turn red. And it amazed him that a Black child could turn red. Certain things like that. We've got to stop doing that to each other. Because we're all one. But I think sometimes people forget. Anyway. I just had this to get off my heart and my chest, and I didn't realize it was going to be so long. I'm probably going to have to break this into two. It's so long. My gosh. Whew, I had a lot on my heart, didn't I? Anyway, I am not bleached. That's the end of this story. Much love to everybody. That should be a book. I am not bleached. I am not a gray meatball or whatever. Anyway, bye.